It's breakfast time. Today we're going to make some scrambled eggs with some smoked salmon on sourdough. As you see here, we got some sourdough going on right now. And you're going to see here that the reason I chose sourdough is because with the way we're going to scramble these eggs today, it's going to spread across the entire slice of sourdough here the best. Okay, as you can see in this photo. Doesn't that look delicious? Now, if you like your eggs scrambled a little bit harder than this, then hey, you know what? That's on you. This is a technique that I learned when I was doing culinary training initially. Uh, when I was when I was first learning to become a chef, this is one of the many ways I learned how to scramble an egg, right? And as you see here, I put it in a pot. It's preheated like all my cooking vessels are, and we're not sitting here trying to put it on high heat and scramble it hard. No, no, this is on low heat. Okay, low heat, and we just slowly stir it. We're not whisking it. We're not taking on the heat, taking off the heat. Okay, and you go, wait, this isn't how I learned to scramble eggs. Don't worry about how you learn to scramble eggs. This is a different technique on how to scramble eggs, right? You saw that I put some butter in the pan after I put the eggs in, right? It's because that butter is going to incorporate with the eggs. All right, so it's perfectly fine. Now, there's only two other people that I've ever seen use this technique or a very similar technique besides the culinary school that I went to, and that is Gordon Ramsay and Marco Pierre, who happened to train Gordon Ramsay. Now, uh, if either of them ever happen to watch this video and uh, grade it themselves or comment on it and critique it, they'll probably tell you I'm creating it like a bunch of shit. But we're making some magic here. We're gonna make this super quick. Okay, fine, fine, fine. You caught me. I'm speeding up the video because it does take a small minute, and I don't want y'all sitting here all day. Now, I'll tell you this much. Gordon Ramsay's method, he takes it on heat, off the heat, on the heat, off the heat. And me, I keep it on the heat the whole time, right? Because it's low heat. Everyone's got a different technique to doing it. Me, I feel that, if you I feel that I understand heat control and temperature control, excuse me, well enough that I'm not going to burn my eggs and I'm not going to spoil them by uh, taking them on, putting them off, taking them on, putting them off. Nothing wrong if you do it that way. If you learn to do it that way, that's fine. Critique me on that. It's just like I said, there's no wrong way, no right way to do it. It's just different techniques to get the same result. Now, now that you see we're back in normal speed now that you see what we're doing, okay, one of the things I'm about to do here, and it's going to seem a little crazy, is right, you didn't see me add milk, you didn't see me add cream, you didn't see me whisk it. Right about this point, we're going to go ahead and add about a tablespoon. We're about to add a tablespoon of heavy cream, right? Some people may tell you use creme fraiche, some people may tell you use milk, some people may tell you to do other things. I'm just using heavy cream. It's what I have. It's what I prefer to use. It just makes it creamy, right? It doesn't change the flavor at all. It just adds creaminess, right? The eggs are got enough salt from the butter because I use salted butter. I don't use unsalted butter. I use salted butter, right? And all I do from this point is I just stir it around a little bit more. As you can see, if I could get my hand out of the way for you, as you can see, the eggs are thickening up a little bit, but they're still slightly runny. I guess a good equivalent of this would be kind of texturally speaking, kind of like a over medium egg to maybe a softball kind of egg, if you enjoy it that way. Now, typically, I usually eat my scrambled eggs a little bit more cooked hard than this, and most Americans do, and that's perfectly fine. Um, but with this technique, I think this way a scrambled egg tastes best, especially when, like I said, I'm adding sourdough and I'm adding smoked salmon to it. And I think the flavor combination is just absolutely wonderful. And believe me, it's not an expensive dish to make, but I promise you, it sure as heck is high class. I don't know if I call it like posh or anything or whatnot, but we're, we're, going to, 'We're, go- we are going to go ahead and put the eggs on top of the sourdough here now. Okay, if you remember earlier, lightly toasted sourdough, and we're gonna go ahead and put these eggs on top. Now, in the midst of me doing this, I totally forgot to prep my smoked salmon, but thankfully, my smoked salmon comes in as pre-cut fillet because, well, it's just how it comes in the store. So what we're gonna go ahead and do, you see my little sprig of parsley there, put that off to the side, don't need it just yet. I'm gonna grab my smoked salmon here. We're gonna thinly slice off a couple strips of it here. Don't need to get too crazy, just get a couple, right? You're just gonna spread it across your scrambled egg mixture. Like I said, I forgot to do it ahead of time. My bad on that one. But anyways, like I said, so we're gonna go ahead and spread this across, add a little bit more of this smoked salmon because I didn't cut enough. Put that little piece off the side. I'll eat that later. Boom. As you see, spraying across, and that little sprig of parsley you saw, I just placed it right on top. And there you have it. Scrambled eggs with smoked salmon on sourdough. Enjoy. Now, I didn't want to be so rude and tell y'all how to make something for breakfast and not eat it myself. That's a good combination right there.